Hello everyone, what's up? So welcome to my channel, Keep Calm and Love Maths. So I have a good news for today, and that is I am going to start sessions of our class 11 mathematics also. So today will be the first class, and today I will teach you about linear inequalities. So let's proceed. So first of all, you all know that what is an equation, but you are thinking that now what is an inequality, right? So here the chapter name is linear inequality, but the meaning is inside this name, right? We all know the meaning of linearity, you know, right? And now inequality. That means it is not an equation or not equal. Here the inequality, the name in this meaning means not equal. So inequality means not equal or cannot denote an equation. It cannot be an equation. In an equation we have, like, suppose twice x plus y equals 70. So this is an equation. In an equation we have this sign, this equation signs, and this equal signs. On the right hand there are some quantity, and on the left hand there are also some quantity. These two are combined by this equal sign, and so this is called equation. But in inequality we have some signs of inequality. Those are what? Those are less than, you all know, less than, greater than, or less than equal, or greater than equal. So these are the signs or symbols of inequality. Now what is a linear inequality? Also the linear means this cannot be quadratic. So in mathematics you all know that what is a quadratic equation. Everybody knows that what is a quadratic equation. So it is a type of equation in which the variables are of second order. That means, let us take an example or the general form ax square plus b equal to 0, suppose. So this is an equation, no doubt, because here the equal sign combines both these expressions. Now here a is the coefficient of x and b is the constant, and x is itself called variable. So here the power of this variable is 2. Whenever the power is 2, then this equation is called quadratic equation. If it would be ax plus b equals 0, that is, the power of this x is 1, then it will be linear. Whenever the power on the variable is 1, then this is called a linear equation or sometimes linear expression. So here linear inequality means definition of linear inequality will be like that. It is an inequality. It is an inequality which contains a linear function. So basically linear inequality is an inequality which contains a linear function, right? Now there is also some other definitions from which you will be very helpful. So that is, two real numbers or two expressions or two algebraic expressions related by or combined by the signs of inequality. The signs less than, sometimes greater than, sometimes less than equal or greater than equal. If two algebraic expressions or two real numbers are combined by these signs, then this is called an inequality. Because these are not equal signs. This is less than, greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equal. So, two real numbers. We all know the real numbers, right? The set of real numbers is what we all know. Suppose we all know that 0 is less than minus 10. Is it true or not? 0 is less than minus 10 or not? This is wrong, right? Minus 10 or negative numbers always less than 0. So this is the right statement. Here minus 10 and 0 are two real numbers and related by a symbol which is less than, that is minus 10 is less than 0. So this is an inequality. Now, since minus 10 and 0 are numbers, so this is called numerical inequality. Right? Like that, 7 less than 15, 3 less than 2, etc. are called numerical inequality. So I hope the definition of linear inequality is clear, right? So linear inequality is an inequality, that means related by some signs of inequality. Those are less than, greater than, less than equal or greater than equal, which contains a linear function. So these are the numerical inequality, but how a linear function contains in a linear inequality, I will show you here. Now if we write, you already know that what is an algebraic expression, right? Already in earlier classes, in your classes maybe 8 or 9, you have learned what is an algebraic expression. So algebraic expressions like 2x plus y equals 7, I write here less than 7, or twice x plus 3 greater than 11, 5x less than 0, 7y greater than equal 5. So whenever we take algebraic expression, that means whenever we take such expressions containing variables as well as constant, so here this expression and the number 7 is combined or related by this expression less than. So twice x plus y less than 7 is an inequality, but it is what type of inequality? It will be literal inequality. Literal means here not only numbers are here but also this x and y. Therefore, this is called literal. Similarly to Sx plus 3, all these are literal inequality. And whenever we compare two numbers, then these are called numerical inequality. Now, these are all linear expressions because here the variable in this expression are x and y. This is an inequality on two variables x and y, and the power on these x and y are 1. So this is linear. Similarly, here the variable is x and the power on x is 1, so this is linear. Whenever the power on the variable in an expression is 1, then that is a linear expression. So these are the linear inequalities, or since we are not only numbers, so this could be called literal inequality also. But there are also some other inequalities like x plus. Since here only the less than sign and here only the greater than sign, not less than equal, not greater than equal, not less than equal. So these three are strict inequalities. These three are strict inequalities. Whenever we use the strict sign, so that these inequalities are strict inequalities. But whenever we use the less than or equal and greater than or equal, so here in this expression 7y is greater than equal 5, then it is slack. It is slack inequality. Right? Similarly, these are strict linear inequalities. This is slack linear inequalities. But ax plus b plus c less than 0, it is also a linear strict inequality. And this expression, since the power on x is 2, that means ax square plus bx greater than equal minus 3. This is not linear. This is a quadratic inequality. Quadratic slack inequality. Right? Again, this is linear, but here the sign is not strict. Therefore, it will be linear slack inequality. Right? I hope this is all clear to you. So in this chapter, first of all, we have linear inequalities in one variable. Now, what we have learned, the definition of linear inequality. If two real numbers or two algebraic expressions are related by the signs like less than, greater than, less than equal, or greater than equal, then this form an inequality. And the main types basically are slack inequalities. That means whenever the signs like less than equal or greater than equal, then inequalities called as slack. And whenever the sign are taken as less than or greater than, then these inequalities are called strict inequalities. Now some examples. 20x less than 300. This is a linear inequality. Similarly, 20x less than 300 when x belongs to natural number and when x belongs to integer. So this is the I am taking this example in a way to show how to solve this problem, right? First of all, to solve linear inequalities, that means to find the value of x or y, that means to find the value of the variables in an inequality, first of all we have to know some rules. So let's see what are the rules. Rule number 1. When you add or subtract two equal quantities on both sides of a given inequality, then the sign of inequality remains same. So the first one is when you add or subtract two equal quantities on both sides of a given inequality, then the sign of inequality remains same. The second one is when you multiply or divide by two positive quantities. Then the sign remains same. So when you multiply or divide by two positive quantities on both sides of a given inequality, then the sign remains same. Now the third one, when you add or subtract by two negative numbers or quantities on both sides of a given inequality, then the sign remains gets reversed. So the number 1 and 2 are same, but the third one is different, right? When you add or subtract by two negative numbers or quantities on both sides of a given inequality, then the sign of this inequality gets reversed. So to know or to understand all this, let us see with some examples. Suppose we are given an inequality 13y greater than 7. It is given. Now, if we add or subtract two equal quantity on both sides of this inequality, then the sign remains this. The sign remains same. So, 13y plus 5 greater than 7 plus 5. So, I am adding the positive number 5 on both sides of this inequality. Then it becomes 13y plus 5 greater than 7 plus 5. Or we can write 13y plus 5 greater than 7 plus 5, 12. Now here I see the first of when the inequality is this, the sign was greater than, and whenever we add plus 5 on both sides, then it becomes 13y plus 5 greater than 12. So I hope it is clear. Now to show whether we multiply or divide by two positive numbers on both sides of a given inequality, then also sign remains same. So we take this inequality, we take the same inequality, multiplying by 9 on both sides. It will be 13 into 9 or so whenever we multiply with same quantity on both sides, then it will be 30 into 9, 117y greater than 7 into 9, 63. So the 9 what we have taken was it was a positive quantity. So the sign will be same as the sign when it is taken first as 13y greater than 7. So here also sign does not change. So when the sign changes is multiply with -1 on both sides. 13 into -1y, 7 into -1 minus 13y minus 7. So whenever we multiply with negative quantities, then this expression will be like the sign gets reversed. Whenever it is greater than, then it will be less than. Similarly, when we divide by -1 on both sides, then it will be 13y by -1, 7y minus 1. Again, so the sign gets reversed. So I hope these 3 rules to solve a linear inequality is clear, right? This is very basic. So if the 3 rules to solve a linear inequality is clear to you, then in the next class I will be teaching the problems how to solve a linear inequality by mathematically and graphically also. So till then, take care, bye bye, and thank you for watching this video.